Little update. Celtics baby, banner 18. Jack, I know you're excited when you came in. We had a little high five. Had a little moment. I was up late, sat out here, had to smoke a victory cigar after the win. My buddy Tom came by to watch the game with me. I was sitting there and it was pregame, like 5 minutes till tip, and I heard a knock. I'm like, who is coming to the shop at 8:30? So shout out to Tom for coming through. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on that dating video we did. So I think we're gonna have to do some more of those videos, like talking about the ins and outs, you know, dating in your mid to late 30s. I think maybe some more Gen Z topics, online dating. People are fired up. People are sending me DMs. Now, it's the interesting thing when you post dating videos, right? Or videos about personal stuff. Most people will send you a DM, they won't comment because they don't want to like speak in public, and that's totally fine, I get it. Like even when we did that, I didn't go all in depth on my relationship because people need to stay anonymous. It's none of anybody else's business. But I do want to try to say some things that will help people, and hopefully, you know, it's valuable to you. What I'm saying and my experiences will help you in your life, career, dating. But we're gonna start vlogging for real. At least once a week. I mean, Jack comes in twice a week, so that gives us 2 chances to film. I just gotta plan some more stuff. We're not gonna go super deep on the cards. We're gonna bring up how it relates to business. But I want this to be more of a journey of like, if you just started a business, I mean, it's a startup, but it's a retail startup, so it's a little bit different. How do you do that? What are some things you can learn from that? A little Gary Vee style, a little Casey Neistat style. As you see, I've switched over to cold brew because it's hot. I was out here moving these pavers you see behind me. On the other side, there's like 3 rows of them because the landscaping guys are supposed to come by and reseed because I have a lot of patchy areas. I was gonna mow, but I know the guys are coming to reseed, so I don't know the rules there. I just know the town likes it when I keep the grass short and looking good. And I like the grass like that too, so me, town, we're in alignment. We have put up, you will see today, the new card wall is in the building. It's very exciting. And we just need to get the plexi, that's the final piece. Tim, huge shout out to Tim, who came up with the idea, executed, he built this whole thing from scratch, painted the wall. I told you I'd show you. Look at our new fixture, the card wall. We're gonna fit over 1,000 cards on the wall. Who's got that around here? So I'm really excited. Tim did a fantastic job with this. He conceived the idea and he executed it. I just basically said, yep, do it, I'm on board. I've already started adding cards. The last step is gonna be putting plexi, thin, basically doors in front of all the cards. And right now me and Jack are going to start pulling cards out of the cases and picking out what we're gonna put up there. Now, the only thing that some of you card snobs might get on me for is, well, Dave, are you gonna put up slabs? The slabs go in the cases. I can't have sticky fingers all over the slabs, okay? Like, you might walk out with those. Am I gonna love it if somebody walks out with one of these? No, but I don't want you walking out with my slabs, so gotta have a little security measures here and there. Slabs will fill the cases, which will be great, but I mean, let's go over and check out this vintage I started with. So come right in close here, look at this. You got Willie Mays, Yogi Berra. Yep, we got Mick, we got Ted Williams, Rod Carew, Johnny Bench. So everything you saw in those 2 cases that were on the corner, I've put them here. I just wanted to mess around with it yesterday. And I figured out I need to do like a finger length in between. Card wall. What other shop has that? I'm trying to be the best in New England, and I think we're really close to being the best in Maine, so get ready. It's Tuesday, post Celtics win. I want to go to the parade, but I also agreed to go to a Sea Dogs game to hand out cards on behalf of the shop on Friday. So if I did the parade Friday, it would be go to the parade for like an hour, take the train back, go to the Sea Dogs. I'd be getting like no work done. But hey, branding. If I can get one dope pick at the parade wearing a double play shirt and some Celtics gear, that'd be sick. And then that's the whole point of going to Sea Dogs. We got some tickets, but I want to hand out packs. I'd like to hand them out in the stadium, but we're trying to get the go-ahead from one of the higher-ups in marketing. If that's not the case, we'll just hand them out outside the stadium, because same thing, you see the Slugger statue in Hadlock Field. So I'm thinking of more of those marketing things. But yo, like this week, it's only Tuesday. I keep saying this because when you work 7 days a week, it feels like your week never ends, and it also like never starts. And if me and Tim didn't do our morning huddle, which I recommend to anyone in a startup, like most of the time it's just me and him, to do that, get on the same page. Hey, you know what else that's good for? Is relationships. All right, here's the free advice, dating, relationships. You should have a chat with your partner, your lady, your man, whomever. You should have a chat with them every morning, or pick a time. I like the morning because then you set kind of you cleanse the palate. It's a clean plate for the day. You know where they're at. If there's any issues, you squash them, you bring them up, and maybe same end of the day. I feel like most people assume the other one is in a good mood or a bad mood instead of asking. And now, ladies, I'll say, y'all gotta be better. Okay, and again, this is my own experience. I can't speak for any other kind of relationship, but women, if we ask you if you're all right, don't make us ask like 40 times. I'll ask like 12 times, but 40, it's a lot, it's excessive. You know, we'd love to ask once, but I'm not unrealistic. I know that's not gonna happen. Some people are shy, some people are introverts, some people are Scorpios, some people are stubborn Tauruses like me. You know, we all deal differently, but I think if you give the other person permission to have that conversation and they don't feel scared and they don't feel like, oh, you're gonna attack me if I say something wrong that you don't like. Like, just say, hey, I'm gonna be right here. This is my tone. This is how I'm gonna talk to you. And no matter what you say, it might even not be something I wanna hear, but I wanna hear it, but I might not like it. So give your partner permission to, you know, make a mistake, to mess up. Just the communication, man, it's key. I wouldn't have gotten so far in like 4.5, 5 months without that. And a lot of things Tim can just anticipate doing for me, and I don't even have to ask him. So great manager. Find yourself a great manager. It is such a glorious day. All I want to do is play golf right now, or go to the beach. I know I was telling Jack, I was like, so like, you gonna go work at the beach? He does parking down there, and he's like, no, I'm gonna go hang. I'm like, oh, that's kind of brilliant. Don't do a double day. Like, that's smart, man. And you know, you're not even 20, right? No, 19. 19, yeah, dude, it's beach time. It's OOB season, Pine Point. Like, what's the best beach around here?
I think Higgins.
Higgins, all right, I do love Higgins, you're right. They still got the parking. Yep, they still got parking. How much is the lot these days?
15 during the day, which is people lose it. I tell them that.
15. It used to be 10.
It's 30 on the weekends in July.
30 on the weekends.
Yes.
Hold on.
People like almost choke me out when I tell them that.
I am going to close this shop and I'm gonna build a beach and I'm gonna open a parking lot, because that sounds like the easiest money of all time.
Oh, the town collects.
Man, real estate, you know? That's the good thing about this place is we own the whole property. And so when you own the building, it makes a lot of things you do a little different. You're not, oh man, how do I pay the rent? We have to pay rent. I mean, yeah, we have a tenant, the cafe, who's great, and they pay, but that's, you know, only a portion of the rent. Let's just call it half. So whoever the tenant was gonna be in here, it just happened to be me. So I take off my landlord hat, I put on my tenant hat, my business hat, and say, all right, well, I gotta make, you know, whatever the rent is around here, the market rent. But when you own the building, it's equity. You're paying your mortgage payment essentially. So if you can, own the building. You can see my lovely pavers. If anybody would like to buy these, hit me up on Facebook. But I may use them to do like 2 paver strips here so I can park my truck in the wintertime with the plow, and then it's like one less spot. So like, imagine the truck's in here, my plow's on the back, it's a little different, and then I just push the snow out. But follow me to the other side, and on the other side of the trash is all the rest. So you thought that was like, this is all the stack right here. You see that? Come over here, see that? That's all the pavers. It's just working the guns this morning, you know? It's a little light work. because my guys are coming to seed the grass, and so this had a pallet on it, and like it's not growing how I want it yet. Like, I don't even know what this is. I want even grass. How do they do it? I'm no expert. I'm not a landscaper. So just, you know, get outside and put a little work in. You know, do a little show for Route 1. And we just cracked the code on eBay. Tim was showing me a screenshot here. I'll do it in post, but let me see if I can pull it up so I can explain it better. He said, he's like, we cracked the code on eBay. I'm like, what do you mean? And when we started, all right, it was a pain in the ass to get, we would hit the listings each month. They were giving us like, oh, you can only list $15,000 worth of stuff. And I'm like, 15 grand? Like, I want to do that in like a week. And now it's 5 million more items. We've only listed 9,678 items listed and sold. And now we have a 5 million limit. Hallelujah. That's incredible. So now I can list all my Picassos and, you know, and then I can quit. And then as far as, there's another thing on there for you that don't know eBay. You got your limit on items, and then you have your limit on amount of money. So listed and sold, we're at 99,000, and we have a $50 million limit. So we got 49.9 mil more. So again, eBay, we are gonna be listing like crazy. And if you're new to eBay, what happens is, my account's been around since 99, OG in the game, I've been here. Tim has been doing it, he said, since 97. So combined eBay, that's like a 60-year-old man, no. Yeah, that's like a 60-year-old man of eBay. And when you start out, you're gonna have a lower limit, but as you list more, you get good ratings. Remember, you get ratings for buying and you get ratings as a seller. So you want both of those to be up. When you get top rated, top 1% or 0.1 or whatever, then what you do is you call them, hey, can I get an increase? And then they'll say, justify why. And I'm like, well, I have 2,500 square feet of, you know, retail space, and I have a lot of inventory. Okay. Then what will happen is magically their algorithm, which is a way better algorithm than Instagram or Facebook or anything else, it will figure out, oh, you really are hitting the limit every month. Let's boost your limits. And so now we've hit the magic number. Man, if we were selling 50 million a month, that would be wild. On eBay? Who does that? I wonder if anybody does that. I know Burbank Cards, I want to say, is like the top eBay card seller. I'd have to look at that. They're like 1 or 2. I don't think they do 50 million. That's so many cards. Like, even if every card was $1, 50 million is just so many cards, or so many sales. So the eBay is going good. The card wall is going up. I haven't been getting beat up by too many people negotiating. I did buy a binder of cards yesterday, a bunch of football cards. Got this really cool Jerry Rice out of 500 Bowman Chrome 2003. So I think that one card justified this sale. I didn't see it in there initially because it's like sometimes people put cards in the binders back to back. Don't ever do that. Give each card its own space because, you know, they're clear. So like technically if you flip the page over, you could see the other card, but they're too close together. They're gonna scratch, they're gonna do this and that. Don't do that. So the one card justified it. A bunch of it was kind of wax era, and then some names I didn't know, but you know, people are hurting out there. They gotta make money. And if I think it's a good deal, I'll pay fair prices. All right, so I want to talk Celtics, but also, I swear this is not a pet peeve, but ever since I started hosting treasure games and I was like giving people my number, because like I want to talk to people and find out what their strategies are. It's a nationwide treasure hunt. You can win $1 million. There's a link in the description. I'm not going to dive into it now, but if you've been following me, I'm the host of Treasure Games, the official host of Treasure Games. Nationwide, we're doing this. And anyway, these people who are playing, they're trying to hit me up like, hey, what does this clue mean? Because you get clues, and as you solve the clues, it gets you closer to the geographical location of this lamp that we've hidden somewhere. And this guy's like, oh, like you told me this, is it that? You were talking about the game, is there a hidden message? I'm not cryptic. I'm not gonna leave a cryptic message. I'm direct, I'm gonna tell you. And I can't give away the clues, and you can't bribe me because I'm not allowed to play. But it's like now, you know, I'd love if my phone was blowing up with like chicks, but it's a bunch of dudes. Just a bunch of texts from a bunch of dudes. the same as like if you go to the, I go to the gym, but once you get like too buff or like real buff, then it's like dudes are like, nice bro, sick pecs, like look at those, all the while, you and me are thinking like, I just want the attention from the women, but it doesn't always work out how you want. So you put yourself out there, and sometimes you're gonna get texts from a bunch of dudes asking you about a hidden treasure lamp. This is my life, this is how it's going. You know what I cut out of that clip was how I said it was a gentleman's sweep. Because I wanted to make the bold prediction, so I cut. So I'm gonna roll the rest of that clip so you can see that I said, I think it's Celtics in 4, but the series is over, but I think it will end in a sweep. If there is a game Dallas could win, it's tonight. This is their chance to get one, and then it could be a gentleman's sweep and the Celtics gonna take care of business. Probably, I think it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday in Boston, so. And then I go on to say, yeah, it's a gentleman's sweep, this and that. Oh no, somebody's going in the shop and we're not open. Jack, can you go grab them? All right, let's see, anything for us, FedEx? No, not today. Every time FedEx pulls in, I get super excited because I don't check my PSA orders. Tim knows exactly when they're coming. I just think every day, I'm like, ooh, Christmas again, and they just deliver stuff to the cafe. But hey, that's good. If you have to keep ordering things and like the food trucks pull up, that means you're doing good. That means you're turning stuff over. That's encouraging. We were just saying, Al Horford, he is no longer on the list with Stockton and Malone for most playoff games without a finals win. He's got the win. He won back-to-back titles with Florida, 06 and 07, so Gator bait. And I would assume he's gonna retire. If I was him, I'd go out on top. I mean, look, Jack, it's kind of tough for me to have to admit that when they say, Al is like one of the oldest players in the league and we're the same age, I think I'm actually slightly older than him by like a month or two. So 38 is old. I mean, LeBron, he's 39 or just turned 40. Oldest player in the league, it's a miracle. He's out there, so. I mean, Al look good, man. I hope I can keep my athleticism up, during this age. So Al looked good. Jaylen Brown, deserving MVP. Although statistically, Tatum was better. But I think the eye test goes to show that, if you watch the Celtics and you've never seen basketball before, Jaylen Brown was the one who was really like forcing the issue. And that is kind of why I think he got the edge on MVP. Derek White chipped his tooth. I mean, dude literally left it all out on the floor. Like that hilarious photo of him just like cheesing without it. So my man had to shave his head and now he chipped a tooth. I mean, he did everything to get that championship. Man, FedEx, they're really not here for me, man. So it's Celtics, baby. It's banner 18. We're gonna have a great day. I'm stoked. I hope Jack is paying attention. I know he's filming, but I think you're absorbing these lessons. And look, you've got plenty of years to figure it out. Not even in your 20s yet. So really, if you watch enough Gary Vee like I have, like, dude, you have your 20s to try everything you want to try. Everything. Dude, even look at me, 38, brand new business, 37, 38, brand new business. I'm always trying new stuff, always pivoting. I think now the heat is getting to me because, as you see, I've switched over to the cold brew. And hey, it's another day, so let's go sell some cards. I've been trying to reach out to Fanatics for like 2 or 3 days. Finally get through to somebody in group sales. They said, oh, you need to talk to Topps. And I go, I thought you guys were the same person. They are, but they aren't. Anyway, I'm on Topps. Oh, becoming a wholesaler dealer. They're not currently accepting new wholesaler dealer applications because they onboarded over 300 new stores the past year. So they're not even vetting shops. It's not gonna stop me. It's good for the hobby. That means 300 new shops have come online with Topps. That's great, but I'm definitely going to call them and email them until I get through to a human, and I'm gonna still get an account. You watch, I will do this. You guys know the secret to stay in this cut is I eat 2 of these every day. I don't know what it is, but donuts are the key. Hey, don't take health advice from me, but I'm just saying, I look like this and I eat like this.